Solo Sikoa lifting Cody Rhodes up. Spear from Roman. Cover, hook to the leg. Cody somehow survives.
Are you kidding me? How? How did Rhodes survive?
Desire is how, Corey. Grit is how, Corey. This is how bad Cody Rhodes wants to finish his story. What the?
It can't be.
It is!
John Cena's here. Cena's in WrestleMania.
A saving grace for Cody Rhodes. John Cena here to fight off Solo Sikoa.
Solo sent crashing to the outside, courtesy of the franchise.
And an attitude adjustment.
The Tribal Chief has been dropped.
And now John Cena with Solo Sikoa and through the announce table.
Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on.
You gotta be kidding me.
The final boss is at WrestleMania.
What a moment this is.
Brings back memories from WrestleMania over a decade ago.
Now this is a WrestleMania moment.
Rock and Cena face to face, feeding off the electricity of this crowd.
This is absolutely surreal.
Oh, right with a rock bottom!
The final boss strikes, and Cena is down.
And now The Rock taking off the Mama Rhodes weight belt, and he's going to use it against Cody.
What? Oh.
No way. No way. Guys,
What is going on here? We know that music all too well, but
It's Seth Rollins. And a Superman punch by Reigns intercepts Rollins, who's out here in the old Shield gear. Now what? Undertaker's in the ring!
oh my gosh!
the great one face to face with the Reaper at WrestleMania.
Undertaker with the Rock! Choke slam! The Undertaker's back in WrestleMania!
Unreal.
And now Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes struggling to grab a hold of the steel chair in the ring.
Both men struggling to their feet. Roman beats Cody Rhodes. And this could be disastrous for the American Nightmare.
Payback!
For all those years, Plan B.
Roman Reigns setting up, looking for the spear to put Cody away. No!
Cody catches Roman. Crossroads.
And another crossroads.
Looking for the trifecta now.
Finish the story.
Everybody seems to think that WrestleMania 40 was the night the bloodline ended. But anyone who knows us knows that it's going to take more than one bad night to bring us down. If anything, we're just getting started.
Michael Cole alongside Byron Saxton and Corey Graves, emanating from King of the Ring, 1993. Yokozuna is fuming over his embarrassing WrestleMania loss to Hulk Hogan. Now, Yokozuna has vowed to reclaim the WWE Championship and put Hulkamania off the map.
Indeed, the last time these two shared a ring, it was disastrous for Yokozuna. Mr. Fuji issued a challenge to Hogan on behalf of his client. And 22 seconds later, Hogan was the new WWE Champion.
But that night was mired in controversy as Yokozuna had just been to battle with Bret Hart to win the title. This is going to answer a lot of questions from WrestleMania 9. This is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan, and we're going to find out who's the true champion. Ring-shaking powerbomb.
This is an event of international magnitude. Byron, photographers from around the world, including a large contingent from Japan, are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
A lot of pressure on the former champion. There is no way Mr. Fuji and Yokozuna can return to Japan and lose face.
And the Hulkster may have some self-imposed pressure. He not only wants to win, he stated that he wants to pick up the 550-pound Yokozuna and slam the Giant's carcass through the ring.
We know each man's strategy coming in. Yokozuna has added 50 pounds to his frame since WrestleMania, while Hogan has actually slimmed down since he captured the WWE Championship.
Indeed, we're going to see more speed, more endurance from the Hulkster. But now that Yokozuna has hit 550 pounds, every kick, every leg drop, and every bonsai drop will be even more impactful.
Uh-oh. And a suplex.
You know, Hogan slimming down may have an adverse side effect. Yokozuna can wrench those holds in around the Hulkster's waist now.
The waist and chest may be a little bit smaller, Corey, but you better believe that 24-inch pythons have not changed shape whatsoever.
And those pythons are primed to pick up the 550-pound monster and slam him through the mat. And Hogan falling victim to a slew of offense.
Yokozuna taking the fight to Hulk Hogan. The Hulkster's rocked. Oh, no. Bear hug. This is not...
And the ropes will break up that hold.
We might see a game-saving moment right there.
Hooked him up. High angle belly-to-back suplex.
As we get deep into this match, you have to be impressed by Yoko now. Belly-to-belly slam.
That's got to be the end of Hulkamania.
Jimmy Hart trying to rally. And a kick out by Hogan with authority.
Hulk Hogan's not done yet. Hulk Hogan is coming alive.
Yokozuna back to his feet. Big chop to Hogan. And Hogan's starting to hulk up here.
How many times have we seen this over the years?
These massive strikes from Yokozuna having absolutely no effect on Hogan.
Hogan fired up. Hogan's ready
Hogan feeding off the energy of all the Hulkamaniacs.
And here comes Hulk. And Yokozuna being backed up to the ropes. Big boot.
I can't believe Yokozuna's still standing.
Hogan continuing to pour on the offense. A second big boot, but Yoko still on his feet.
Don't let up, Hulkster. Keep swinging, keep firing away.
That boot, Yoko staggering, stunning, and he's down.
Drop the leg, Hogan, drop the leg.
Hogan, leg drop. Here's the cover on Yoko, who kicked out of the leg drop.
What? Get Mr. Fuji out of there. Hogan feeding off the energy. Whoa, wait a minute. What is that photographer doing on the apron?
There's a match going on. What the heck?
What was that?
What in the world just happened here? Yokozuna on the move.
Massive big leg drop.
Yokozuna demonstrating his full power. Hogan.
Yoko says this one's over. Standing bonsai drop.
We might be moments away from crowning a new champion.
And Yokozuna is once again champion.
I can't believe it.
The winner of this fight, the new WWE Champion, Yokozuna.
We have the official word. Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE Champion. Big fight feel in Las Vegas as gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania win, and they will do anything to earn it.
Put in the corner now.
Boom! What a right.
Gosh. The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many
Trying to put this thing away.
Shoulders down, roll up.
kicks out at just one.
Keeping a loss at bay for now. German suplex.
Clothesline. So effective.
Caught with a punch. Ooh. Ooh.
WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Mega Maniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Oddsmakers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight.
Well, that one looked like it muzzled Steiner a bit. Caught the leg. And here we go. The Boston Crab.
Look at the back position. Just excruciating pain. There's no way you can sustain being in...
Way to power out of the Boston Crab.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Just a nasty headbutt.
The Head Shrinkers accompanied to ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko.
Someone who's gaining the upper hand.
The Head Shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of the Head Shrinkers.
What a clothesline!
Ouch!
Man, what timing on that counter. Samu and Fatu, already some success in the tag division tonight. Could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions, and he's primed to bring the head shrinkers to the top as well.
And there was some force on that move. The shoulders are down. No, he kicks out.
He's not letting fatigue set in or get the better of him.
Ooh, and Samu fights back.
Goes into the corner. Tag made. Fresh partner in.
Did you hear the impact? Before this match began, you heard the Steiners speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother are going to go out with a game plan and do what we do best, and that's wrestle."
That's all well and good for the Steiner brothers, but Alpha has gone on record saying that his men are looking to tear Rick and Scott's heads off.
Backslide, shoulders down.
No, a kick out.
I didn't think this match was close to over.
And brought back to the mat from the apron. As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place.
And as for the Steiners, we know they have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of WCW's biggest events. But even those can't hold a candle to the spectacle of WrestleMania.
Oh. German suplex.
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
There's a huge Frankensteiner.
Tag made.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
Turns that in his favor.
And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men in this tag team showcase.
Well, we already knew about the brawling of the head shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these four behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an extremely tough act to follow, guys.
Is that enough to finally put down the head shrinkers?
Arm extended, tags his teammate in.
Oh, man, what a boot.
Got him in the corner now.
Tags in here.
A warning and a challenge from Samu.
Roundhouse kick.
Steiner anticipated that. Hoisting up their opponent for a suplex. What? Thanks for coming. Big move from the Steiners. Might just end things.
That's impossible.
I can't believe what we just saw.
And the heaviest hitter in the arsenal is not enough. Body slam. Both teams giving everything they can here at WrestleMania.
Samu, Fatu, Rick, and Scott, all four men proving to be true gladiators in this battle.
Each counter leaving these competitors at a stalemate.
Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
Ooh. Oh, we can see a proof fly out.
What a vicious shot.
Oh, man, that definitely opened him up.
Look out, there is blood in the water.
I can't see this going on much longer.
At this point in the match, there's no time to recover. The damage is done.
Straight impact on the throat. suplex in the corner here.
Ooh, what an elbow. A barrage of elbows. A horn in the corner. Look at this. Unrelenting with the elbows.
Big clothesline.
Crushed in the corner.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them.
Playing him on the top rope. Off position. Top rope, heading up there. This is not going to be good.
Could be catastrophic.
Superplex!
Man, he gets the tag.
Boom.
Oh, right to the jaw! And there goes Steiner, sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware.
Big kick!
Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the head shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it.
Nice gut-wrench suplex. Samu scales all the way up top.
From the top.
Diving headbutt.
Steiner looking powerless to every attack.
Seeing some high-impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
I'm not sure the head shrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the Steiners.
Big boot to the gut and a thunderous forearm to follow. Pulled back into the hip toss.
And just in time, he gets out of there.
And into the corner he goes. Draped across the top rope.
Clubbing forearm. Samu is really displaying aggression.
Steiner's being kept in check.
Samu gets stymied.
And he isn't looking helpless anymore.
This might be the moment he was waiting for. His comeback could start here. Oh my goodness.
Just punishing their opponent.
And it seems like his head might be the target here. Stopped in their tracks with a knee to the gut. Ringing the arm. Looking now for a top wrist block.
Now starts to fight out with some punches to the gut.
Double leg takedown. Gonna stack them up here. Look at pin. Countered into a new cover. He just might regret this decision.
All eyes focused on this absolute war.
Here's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon here. They have their opponent driven down face first.
And the head shrinkers just might have it.
And quickly now, shoulders down for the... And the head shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the head shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky.
Cobra clutch cinched in.
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael.
Thursday Raw, Thursday. Getting kicked off with a title match for the Intercontinental Championship. Number 1 contender, Rocky Maivia, versus the champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is.
Oh, brother.
What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down.
Deeper into this match now, and I think it's Helmsley who's reaching peak frustration.
Can't quite put Rocky Maivia away. A testament to the never-say-die attitude of...
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match.
Ooh.
Oh, man!
Down right into the schoolboy. Shoulders are down.
Shoulders down. Championship at stake. He decides this isn't the moment.
Hope he doesn't miss his chance because of this choice.
Maivia dishing it out now.
The power of Rocky Maivia is too much for Helmsley right now.
He just flipped the script there.
One answer after another. Neither competitor giving an inch.
Load over. Nice. DDT.
And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submission. He just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
He's looking to go high risk from the top rope. From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me?
No holding back. That's the kind of risk you need to take to earn the title. If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bold strategy that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first championship win.
And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter Hearst Helmsley
Firing with a straight shot there, answering back. Oh. Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
The fight is on, and it's furious. Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up. And now he's going to the top rope.
Sky high.
Oh, that's it. What a splash.
Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all. Chucked right out of the ring.
Maivia feeding off the crowd, feeding off their energy.
Oh, schoolboy! Shoulders down here! Cover to be crowned champion. And what's this?
Why'd he do that? What's going on?
Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. The official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner, and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steel in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the Animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them. Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steel is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify as fur. Folds in his bald head. He's like a modern-day Neanderthal.
Saw it coming. Nice takedown. Stack them up.
Reverse the leverage and into a pin.
Beautiful.
Might sneak one. Turns it around and the shoulders are down.
And now a pin of their own.
And a good strong kick out there.
Too soon for a cover.
Headlock cinched in and just tossed without regard. The Animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the Animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steel to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia's prepared all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body. And here's the cover.
No, he kicks out.
Just kicking out at one takes a lot in a match like this. Steel turning Maivia into the hunted here, looking to dethrone the High Chief.
Peter Maivia turns that around. Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Right in the face.
My God.
Peter Maivia very tough.
From the heavens, big body splash from the top. Talk about dismantling your opponent. Just breaking down the opponent. Look at Maivia going to work on the Animal.
The High Chief has all the answers right now.
Oh, the stop. Ooh. Boom. What a suplex.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the Animal out here.
Peter Maivia has something brewing.
What a backbreaker. And George is laid out.
Oh, that might have just broken something.
Not sure if he should waste all his time hot-dogging around.
Tremendous pressure being applied in this head crank.
Crank in the head. The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself in WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Great trouble here. Can he get it fully locked in?
Hammerlock applied. And you can see the arm getting absolutely wrenched here.
Able to punch his way out.
Headbutt.
Nothing fancy there.
Well, George has certainly seen better days.
Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
Peter Maivia rallying this crowd behind him. Nice takedown, stacked for the pin. Turning it around here.
I guess it was time to switch gears.
What is he doing? Maivia just dominated the animal with that one. Maivia has Steele in his sights, looking to put the animal down once and for all.
George the Animal
Setting up again. Ooh, back first. Does Peter Maivia have this sewn up?
2 count. Not yet. They just got the shoulder up.
How close was that?
That was about as close as it could get without it all being over for him.
Hey, it might be time for a change of strategy. His best move didn't get the job done.
Down to opponent and a double axe handle. Double leg takedown. Gonna stack them up here. Look at
Pinned.
Able to turn it into a cover of their own.
He knows the goal is to win the match, right?
Yeah, what's he doing? Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And I don't see Peter Maivia slowing down anytime soon. Nice job dodging contact there.
George the Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in...
From the top.
Mistake made by Steele. Into the cage with Fury.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Ah, look at this, just cranking it out. Cranking the head. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how does he earn? Follows up, shoulders down, and referee cuts off the count in 1.
Still has a great amount of fight in them. Not going to let it end like this.
Doors open, no one around. He's home free.
He's not going to let him leave the cage, at least not without a fight first.
Was never going to be an easy escape. But wait. Ooh, there it is. Feet touch the ground. And the High Chief defeats the Animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
And it's all come down to this, the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament. Jax Valkyria, who will walk out of Saudi Arabia with a crown and a ticket to a world title match at SummerSlam.
Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with...
And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jack's just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home, set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring. Anything can happen in WWE. It used to be a tagline, but it's the truth, and Lyra Valkyria is living it.
Over the last 12 months, Lyra has already knocked off the likes of Becky Lynch and Io Sky, but she's never faced anyone the size of Jax. This is a first for her career.
Elbow drop.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Nia doing exactly what she set out to do, keeping Valkyria grounded.
Now Jax needs to stay the course, and the crown will be hers. Put in the corner now.
Oh, man, jarring headbutt. Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow, undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months. And Jax has stayed that dominant for years.
And Lyra only finds herself on the defensive.
Yeah, Nia is just buzzing right through Lyra.
Oh, look out, it's on now.
Boom, that puts her on the offensive. Neither competitor is backing down.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Oh, man.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what. Oh, wow.
Lights out.
And at this point, Nia just punishing Lyra.
This is exactly the pace the Irresistible Force likes.
Look at this, placed in the tree of woe.
Stuck in the tree of woe.
They are doing whatever they please.
Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes in. Couple of clotheslines. Well-placed kick. Cover now.
Is it enough to keep her down?
Gets the shoulder. Wow. What's it going to take?
Not time to expect victory yet.
And saw what was coming there.
Nia Jax, so powerful, so dominant. Oh, man. That looks like it hurts.
Great power. Crashing down.
Samoan drop.
Nia Jax is doing whatever she wants. Each Samoan drop drive. Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, gonna climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this, maybe not.
No way, there's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no! Good night, Annihilator!
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax!
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring!
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE, Triple H, going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new queen.
It's a miracle Austin survived being run over by Rikishi. Now a pissed off Texas Rattlesnake is on the loose and out for revenge.
It took Austin almost a year to recover from the injuries he suffered in that heinous attack. You can't blame Austin for the damage he inflicts on Rikishi tonight.
Byron, a lesser man wouldn't have survived. Stone Cold promised that Rikishi's days of walking above ground are over. This is no holds barred.
Definitely have to give him points for creativity with the hockey stick.
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Caught with a punch.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
No, Corey, what kind of lie? From the top!
Whoa, look out!
Took a leap of faith and connected perfectly. This could be just what they needed.
Just grounded and pounded. Right on the arm.
That's just disrespect right there. I kind of like it.
Stone Cold in some serious trouble.
Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say, Stone Cold could be in trouble. And we know when he has a chair in hand, things get messy in a hurry.
And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals will go to those disgusting lengths that Rikishi's gone to.
This conflict is beyond disturbing. Corey, let's go into Rikishi's mind when it comes to defeating Stone Cold.
Rikishi has to be prepared to endure an emotional storm like he's never felt before. The big man must recover from that and use his weight to immobilize the Rattlesnake, because we know Austin will not stay down. Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the Rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all of the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Austin has Rikishi down. The Rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All that he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth.
Delivered into the barricade.
He gets out of the way.
And Rikishi lately has been calling himself a visionary, a pioneer. All a bunch of garbage, if you ask me.
Well, those aren't self-imposed labels, Cole. Those labels are coming from the family, coming from a group of wrestling legends who are proud of Rikishi for standing up and making a change in this business.
I have a few labels for Rikishi. Coward, liar, embarrassment. Those fit him well.
He connects with a counter. And he has an answer for Rikishi.
Oh, what a knee lift.
Somebody better check his nose.
Austin is like a man possessed. It's been almost a year since Austin's been in the ring.
Perched up top.
Crash and burn.
That misstep could have cost them this match entirely.
A hard landing for sure.
Scary mindset for the Rattlesnake. Austin has scattered pictures of Rikishi all over his home. Said that every time he looks at Rikishi, he's looking at a dead man.
Yeah, Rikishi taking that as an empty threat, thinking that Austin isn't the man he claims to be. But trust me, when Stone Cold says he has you in his crosshairs, that's no empty threat. Austin showing no fear, no intimidation.
And this one might be headed ringside.
Ooh, strong form. And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
Austin's in trouble. And now steel chair. Oh, and Austin, he just averted disaster there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the steel chair.
A relentless Texas rattlesnake beating the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin. Down goes Rikishi. Austin beating the hell out of him.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the rattlesnake has taken it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi did to him. And Rikishi with a counter. Tossed back into the ring.
Rikishi hoisting up his opponent. Rikishi driver.
It put Austin down. Unbelievable. And then quickly the cover.
2. He's still in this fight.
Austin somehow kicked out. I cannot believe the beating he's been able to endure.
I can see it in the eyes from here. Disbelief. Unbelievable how this one is still going on. Back elbow.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
Oh, what a response.
Stomping that mud hole.
Rikishi is down. It could be over. Instantly, he has his shoulders up.
How does anyone have this much in them at this point?
The jaw. What a shot.
Right. And some attitude behind it. Rocked by the hip attack. Uh-oh. Good night. Bonsai drop.
There's 2. He kicks out at 2.
Getting dangerously close to ending it all there.
Big punch finds its mark.
To the face. Had that one telegraphed. Countered with a stiff headbutt.
A show of confidence from Rikishi. In the hard way. He's eyeing the 3 count here.
Rikishi somehow defangs the rattlesnake. Damn it.
The winner of this bout, Rikishi!
This is not what many of us expected to see. We wanted to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.
Here we go with the WWE Championship on the line. John Cena versus the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building.
The undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena, and there's nothing left standing in his way. Umaga doesn't just want to beat John Cena. He wants to obliterate him, like he has all his other opponents.
But this is John Cena we're talking about. If anyone can stand up to Umaga's brutality and power, it's him. Cena's going to fight to defend his title with everything he's got.
Hey, let's remember this event last year, Byron. New Year's Revolution has not been kind to John Cena. He lost his championship a year ago at the same event.
A mental hurdle Cena needs to overcome for sure. But the past is the past. I think John has a much bigger distraction in front of him right now.
Stamina is going to be a key factor in this match tonight. Can Cena weather Umaga's vicious attacks? Can Umaga keep up the offensive pressure as Cena drags this into deep waters?
I think you're right, Cole. This might just come down to who has more gas in the tank.
Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. He's looking to take things to the outside now. A great display of confidence, but he doesn't want to give his opponent added motivation.
Nice running crossbody. A rare position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a matchup, but this 360-plus pound Samoan Bulldozer is more than a formidable opponent. Up high.
Sliding out of danger there.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
stops that offense from connecting. Spinning heel kick.
I don't think anyone was expecting that kind of cat-like movement.
Arm wringer.
And countered with a knuckle sandwich.
Moving into the ring.
Double leg takedown. Got the shoulders down.
And shoulders up before a count of 1.
Channeling his energy to stay in this matchup. Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Be it HBK, Triple H, Kane, the list goes on and on. No one has been able to beat Umaga.
Since debuting in last year's WrestleMania, he's never been pinned, never been submitted. Umaga is a man who's decimated every single thing in his path. It's not hyperbole to call him a dangerous and deadly savage.
Sharp clothesline.
He'll make his way to the ring.
Reaching the end of the official on the apron.
Sidestepped out of the way, countered into a backbreaker.
And I could look at Umaga and he reminds me of Yokozuna, whose unmatched thickness and size is an orthodox offense.
Look at Umaga's thighs, his calves. They give him a great power and a great base. It makes him almost impossible to knock off his feet.
He's thick, he's strong, he's nasty, and he won't be slowed down.
Quick attacks like that could mean trouble for the champion if they want to leave here with the title. Cena's getting dominated.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense.
You saw that one coming.
Some good offense from Cena there, but it's going to be hard for John to have any lasting effect on such a huge man.
He catches Cena with a counter. A winning heel kick. And Umaga, of course, coming from a very rich heritage. Some of the greatest athletes in any sport come from the Samoan heritage.
Umaga's aggressiveness can be traced back to his bloodline. When you're fighting a Samoan, you are battling a tough, scary human being.
Spiked. Sit out. Pile driver. And you don't just do something like that to win a match. You do that to inflict punishment.
Just punishing their opponent.
Momentum fully shifted to Umaga.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
Placing him in the corner here.
And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength. Into the corner, just setting Cena up.
You have to start to ask yourself, is the end of John Cena near?
I think so. Look
Out
out!
a headbutt. No one has been able to stop Umaga. No one.
You are seeing why Umaga is undefeated. Why no one has been able to stop the Samoan bulldozer.
Here comes Umaga, and Cena catches him with a boot. John Cena from behind, rolls him up, shoulders down, and a kick out by Umaga.
And Cena immediately back into the clutches of Umaga.
I'm not sure what else Cena can do here. I'm not sure John Cena knows how to stop Umaga.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. Generations have perfected the art.
Take it over!
Go for the win here.
Cover. New champ income.
No idea what he's planning here.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything good, Cole.
Umaga.
Pop-up Samoan drop. And it...
Definitely an unorthodox strategy. He must have something else planned.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. Pulled in for a
Belly to belly. Sometimes I look at Umaga and it just scares me.
This'll do it. Umaga.
Samoan spike. Are we headed towards a title change?
kick out, kick out. The champion stays alive.
I can't believe it. We were a second away from a new champion.
Are we close to the start of a new reign?
And now the Samoan Bulldozer are going to have to dig a little deeper to close this one out.
Two powerhouses, a championship on the line. We knew this would be a battle.
Umaga and Cena aren't giving up any ground here.
Cena now taking the brunt of the attack.
Umaga continues to maintain the advantage. Oh my goodness.
Just punishing their opponent.
Now that'll do some serious damage.
Some serious damage to the arm being inflicted here.
So much damage inflicted. Smart strategy, attack the knee.
And this one could be moving to ringside. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
Bam!
And Umaga is in control.
Cena's just trying to weather the storm.
Uh-oh.
To the face. What?
Take it over.
Going for the win here.
His arm shot off the mat before one.
What stamina. It's truly impressive to completely beat the count here.
Cena hoisting on his opponent, looking to end this. Attitude adjustment. Wait, hold on. No, Cena's not done. Cena wants to do it again. Another attitude adjustment. That could be enough to continue the reign.
I'm absolutely stunned. A display of near superhuman resilience.
After seeing that, it's hard to imagine what it's going to take to keep this competitor down.
And Cena looks a little surprised. He's not used to being on this side of a kick out.
Watch the power of Umaga.
Cover. Two. New champion. An undefeated champion.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Umaga!
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga.
We got 3-minute warning, and the authors of pain clashing tonight in what should be a harrowing Extreme Rules match. Considering the teams involved here, it comes as no surprise that we have medical teams standing by backstage.
Yeah, these are two of the most merciless and physical teams we've ever seen. Lasting bodily harm isn't just highly probable in this match, it's essentially guaranteed.
Well, I, for one, can't wait to see what these teams do with the rules thrown out the window. They're free to be as creative as they want in their pursuit of absolutely annihilating one another.
Rosie and Jamal tell their victims that they will feel the 3-minute warning. What does that mean, Corey?
Well, it means a lot of superstars will get run over by the pain train, and it's only going to feel like the longest 3 minutes of their lives. When you're as big and strong as Rosie and Jamal, that's how quickly it can be over.
Many would call the AOP and 3-minute warning equally brutal. How can one of these teams get the edge in this head-to-head contest?
It's true they're well matched, but AOP tends to be the more methodical and calculating of the two teams. If AOP can get control of the pace and smother 3-minute warning's chaotic in-ring style, they'll be in a position to win this.
Big heel kick. Quick reflex is so important in a match like this.
Massive damage to the whole body.
Ooh, hard into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat. Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300 combined pounds colliding.
These men are so big and so thick, it's a challenge to wrap your arms around them. It's really just best to find weapons and whack away.
Yeah, and there's plenty of weapons to choose from tonight.
Akam found himself in the wrong place there.
Rosie held nothing back on that attack. Uh-oh. Oh, my gosh, what impact.
Oh, he saw it coming. Oh, man. What a nasty STO. Watch for the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a rough tenacity.
A duo that couldn't care less about headlocks. They're just all about beating the hell out of you. 3-minute warnings, thug-like tactics need to be respected.
Rosie and Jamal only care about one thing, and that's the winner's purse. Kick right to the face.
At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks.
This is what we expect out of Extreme Rules. No one is safe. Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle?
Cover here. Is it enough? He's able to kick out before two.
Loose cover leads to a strong kick out.
Tossing their opponent like they're nothing. Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akam and Rezar representing the biggest, most imposing teams WWE has ever seen. Both teams don't care what the motive is, don't care who the target is. Their goal always remains the same, and that is complete destruction of the opposition.
We call them equal opportunity ass kickers. The first few rows should take a couple steps back because no one is safe when you're in the vicinity of these teams.
Using that chair to play mind games with his opponent.
Back into the ring now.
Getting smacked in the head with a chair. I can't imagine the pain being felt right now.
Looks like the gas tank is running past E now.
Heading to the outside.
On the apron. Landed.
Guys, I think he just got busted open.
Oof, yeah, that does not look good.
Can he continue like this?
Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 375 pounds. The man can run a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a legendary running back before playing college ball in Hawaii.
Flying! Dropping the elbow. Suplex!
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball. Up across the shoulder.
And he's looking out of sorts now. It's Jamal pins the shoulders down. Rosie and Jamal survive Extreme Rules.
Here are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning. In a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen, they were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win.
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch are going to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase, become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
But it looks like that hook is causing a lot of problems up there. Oh, no. I don't like this. No.
Oh, Lord, just a terrible miscalculation. This is seriously damaging.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Boom, what a forearm. Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream.
Power slam. Good night. This match is just evolving right before our very eyes.
I really hope it doesn't get more hazardous than this.
The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
And just being tossed away there.
Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what.
Natalya landed it right there.
Up for the electric chair, down for the drop.
Oh, boom. Goes under the ropes and into the ring. Three second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
And the boat struggling a bit to stay afloat there.
Yeah, as Carmella's clearly setting out to prove just how untouchable she really is.
Unloading!
You want to control the tempo, you want to dictate the pace. That right there is how you do it.
Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring.
Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match. No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history is being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win? She's in place. Can she end this here?
Maybe this isn't a good position to go for it.
That certainly seems to be having trouble up there. Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the... Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my blimey, Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
Once again, she's put on the back foot.
Yeah, but when ladders are part of the match, you really can't expect anything less. Tamina's absolutely wrecking shop on the top. Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
Victory is within reach now.
I assure you, this is even harder than it looks.
Trying not to fumble around too much here. Tamina.
That's it. Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
The winner of the Money in the Bank contract and the first ever Miss Money in the Bank, Tamina!
The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
Two of the great...
Inside cradle.
Oh, look at this small package! And kicks out before the count.
Tried to make short work of things there.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just the factory of the elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood.
Usos challenging the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. New Day chose this Hell in a Cell match. Very heated rivalry at the top of the Tag Team division.
As was set up in the corner of the ring.
Stops that offense from connecting. Float over. And a DDT.
This cell is meant to contain all these superstars, but that's not to say this cell can't inflict unimaginable damage on those who step inside. We're going to see these teams tap into their barbaric nature.
20 years of Hell in a Cell, and this structure still surprises me with the ways it can torture every part of your anatomy.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Talking to Xavier, he told me that one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE.
Cover for the title. Strong kick out late into the match.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it. Check out the power.
Closed fist punch to the jaw. That's one way to break up a move.
Back suplex. Very nice.
Overhand connects. So precise with the super kick. Oh, boy. Come on. Not the
Uso. Oh, he paid for that. High risk. The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos, it's not only about winning the tag team titles, it's about stripping the New Day of everything that made them popular with the WWE Universe. It's about making sure the New Day never competes again.
It's never been just about the title, Saxton. It's about these two teams wanting to claim supremacy for themselves.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Oh, man, he grabbed the kendo stick. Everyone needs to watch out now.
And we know when he has a chair in hand, things get messy in a hurry.
And it's Jay being on the receiving end of some fury there.
Yeah, Big E turning it on there. Steel chair to the temple.
Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
Back into the ring here. Elbow drop. Caught with the elbow. Jimmy Uso looking dangerous in there.
Getting a taste of just how bad it can truly get inside the Uso penitentiary.
The New Day asked for this, demanded to defend their title in this unforgiving structure. Military press!
Right to the kidneys from behind.
Some good contact by Jey Uso.
On point. The powerhouse also the New Day has his opponent up.
Big ending. The New Day might be on the verge of retaining. Could be game over for the Usos.
Almost inhuman at this point.
Cover!
Whoa! You gotta be kidding me. Everyone here is in shock.
That almost did the job for Xavier Woods, but now he has to be wondering, what else do I have to do? Ooh, and he stops that. And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash! The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Yeah, credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That heart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos.
Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi. And a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
Forcing her right out of the ring. Taking flight.
Good Lord, taking flight.
Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent.
Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down.
Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pace and let the adrenaline wear off for Naomi. Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match. Springboard off. Oh, dropping down all their weight.
Uh-oh. Wow. Driving a knee into the arm. Byron, you've talked a lot about this change in Bayley and how people can't believe that this is the type of person she's turned into.
Well, it comes down to career frustration. Bayley is frustrated with her career progression. The way things were when she was hugging and smiling.
It's not about frustration, Saxton. It's about realization. Bayley realized she never got the respect that she deserves from the WWE Universe.
And Bayley is being humbled here.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here.
A display of quickness, and you can bet that got the champ's attention. Propped up in the corner.
Sending her up on the top rope. And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the?
I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenger was ready.
Well, the champion has to find a new strategy in a hurry.
Drop kick.
Hits the mark.
Momentum is really on Naomi's side.
Yeah, Naomi. Oh, review by Naomi. Can the champ recover from that?
Cover. Naomi did it. We have a new champion.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi!
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended.
Here's the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With the famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans through a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
Well, this is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their Up high, through the air, and connects!
Vice-like grip on the trapezius muscle. This is terribly painful.
Oh, ouch! And he's got to be in absolute agony right now.
Looks like the gas tank is running past E now.
Just breaking down the opponent. Not looking good in this position. Oh, lost that. And there was some force on that move. And Bubba is a bit staggered after that attack.
Yeah, watching Sika aggressively work the opposition. Agonizing.
A very ferocious popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the...
Hold on a second. He might be finding a...
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Now out as he takes things out of the ring.
Has their opponent down.
Devon now trying to capitalize. She's starting to feel the effects of this attack.
You can almost feel the intensity coming from Bubba Ray on that attack.
Goes under the ropes and into the ring.
Ooh, jarring back elbow.
Another targeted attack to his head and neck area. He has to be careful.
Now this is just classless.
The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestler.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan head.
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the Bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
Did you see Melo's reaction when Sikoa's music hit? Hayes looked like he saw a ghost.
Solo's been saying he got next for the North American champ.
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right to the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him in the NXT North American Championship. Let me point out that this is brutally unfair to the A-Champ. He prepared for Wes Lee or a night off. Now he's not getting either? This is ridiculous. The advantage is clearly in the hands of Solo Sikoa, who's had something up his sleeve all night.
Well, you think Melo was regretting the attack on Wes Lee?
And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
Incoming.
He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside.
Kick to the gut.
Dragged around into a neck breaker.
Boom! That turns it around for Solo. Trick Williams has been quite the difference maker. So much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
His grip strength might have run out.
Get this back into the ring now. Less and less time remaining on the count.
Foot, meet face.
Capitalizing on Sikoa's mistake.
Series of counters here. Who will finally capitalize?
Looking to end this thing.
Can they step through? Yes.
But
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
no telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael.
He's really pushing the limit here, getting close to a count out.
He's heading back to the ring.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
Solo does not think they stand a chance against him.
Being set up in the corner for something.
Lands an elbow.
You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm over the last year.
Yeah, since the shift to NXT 2.0, Melo has spent over 9 months as NXT North American Champion over 2 very long reigns.
And don't forget Solo. Over the last year, he's defeated top NXT names like Santos Escobar, Grayson Waller, and LA Knight.
Yeah, he beat Knight so bad we haven't... Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes, ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends.
Ooh.
First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa, cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
What a spinning solo!
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed.
Rearing way back.
There's a Samoan spike.
The cover!
Could that be enough to gain the title?
What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion, Solo Sikoa!
Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brother. Here it comes. Legs are locked up. You better believe it is. Lucky 13 is locked in.
Oh, look at this.
Trying to turn it around. How impressive was that?
Roman Reigns, 516 days as Universal Champion, putting the title on the line against his former Shield brother, Seth freaking Rollins.
And gets sent right into the corner.
Oh, shoulder right to the midsection. Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Ooh!
Picked up and being carried around now.
That was one of those power bombs that would shorten someone's career.
Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here?
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Reigns is wasting no motion.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment.
Sent straight into the barricade. Each superstar trying to counter and gain an advantage.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
Rollins getting worked on here.
The power and rage image of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here. Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother. Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out.
Reigns hits it!
Chance to retain here. The champ might have put this one to bed. I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns, old Shield brother now.
Roman Reigns has just taken command,
And Roman might just have more in store.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well,
move
there's your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing has pushed the Tribal Chief past.
Reigns delivers a Superman punch. Not done yet. There is the spear.
The champ might have just sealed things. And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the Tribal Chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. Oh, elbow right to the breadbasket. basket for their troubles. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael.
A lot to prove from the new bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
No, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Roman's, and here we go!
Absolutely spiked DDT. Jacob about to end this fight.
Sent right into the corner. Right in the jaw.
Oh, what a shot.
Bang! Crucial counter there.
Oh, countering with a chop block will alter any attack.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
And Jacob with the wherewithal to counter. That's where he wants him. And fucking arrow.
Incredible.
Headbutt.
Over and over. So much aggression.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight. Old bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with...
Here we go.
Big splash!
Positioning the big leg drop.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much work.
Another big move! DDT!
And it can be all over for Jay.
There's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new bloodline in War Games.
Searching under the ring now. This can't be good.
He just grabbed what could be a game changer, adding an advantage on top of an advantage.
His opponent keeps piling it on him.
And his body has to be in extreme amounts of pain right now.
And I don't like it, but in War Games, a one-sided brawl is all perfectly legal.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family.
And it's Jay.
Will Jay end this?
Climbing the wall, the War Games here. This might not be a good idea. And with his coming out, look out, he fails to connect.
Ooh, stinging kick.
Tonga looking to get wild.
And now from way up.
This won't end well.
Holy hell!
Risking it all with a daredevil leap from the top of the cage. I don't know who got the worst of that.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the...
Sami Zayn, Zayn is a partner. What do you think Sami's gonna do here?
Sami Zayn, looking for a suplex under the arm.
Brainbuster on the top turnbuckle.
That
Low blow. That hurt me.
Up on the shoulders. Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline. It really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this, is Sami Zayn still Uso?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
And the Tribal Chief is now entering Bloodline War Games. Adding some extra spice to the numbers advantage by coming in armed to the teeth.
Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him. Ooh. Jay taking his offense
From the top. He's carrying some serious equipment into the cage with him, ready to fully exploit the numbers game. Rapid fire Samoan drop.
Enters the ring and is diving head first into the chaos of this match.
Big right hand for the main event.
Sami's scheme sure helping him out there. Climbing to the top. What's he at? Top rope. And looking at Jimmy Uso.
Jacob thought two got a problem here.
No doubt, Sami just ended this.
Look at this for the Blue Thunder.
Uso.
We're seconds away from these teams being in even strength.
Will Jay end this?
Kick right to the gut.
And now the new Tribal Chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
And Sami is countered. I don't know if I want to go on this. And the entrance of the Lights Commander means the War Games has officially begun.
It's hard to believe that what we just saw was the appetizer to the main course. These competitors are more than hungry. They're starving for war, starving for supremacy. This is War Games.
Brutality in stereo. Just nasty.
That's press! That's press! That's press! And Sikoa gets taken a step back in the wrong direction there.
Sami Zayn, Blue Thunder Bomb.
Looks like he knew what was coming up. Kick to the gut.
Now we do a neck breaker.
Roman for the win! And then back to Reign.
From the top.
Isolating their opponents on and on. Delivering nasty stomps.
He tosses him over and into the other Paloma kick.
The lights are out for Sikoa.
Will Jimmy see this out? Super kick.
does he have to be climbing up the cage?
Top rope is so splash. Going for the cover. Hold on.
They're cheating. Come on. This isn't good. He's got bad things in mind. He's looking fairly drained.
Looking for a back suplex.
He's really falling off.
Both wrists captured.
And does Jimmy have enough time to recover?
Oh, wow. Made the save there. He's covering him. He's got him.
He's changing his mind. Going for something different now. Taking things to the top.
Uso. Uso with the Usos. Trying to end this right now. Wait,
He's the pin. He's from the top.
So what's he doing, guys?
Caution to the wind. Oh, my God.
Sammy covers.
Not sure what the plan is here.
And what's this?
Why did he do that? What's going on?
Driven down.
Lost Beelbone. Has the opponent down.
Kick to the stomach. This is a sight that's hard to believe, even though we're seeing.
Camel clutch. Great way to break it. And the pin could be over for Tagovailoa.
Oh, come on. Did he really need to stop the pin like this?
Really continuing to take a beating in this match.
It's time to catch that second, maybe even third win.
Look at Jey Uso going top rope. And it's Jey Uso.
Dodges away.
He's eyeing the 3 count here.
Oh, he makes from behind. Schoolboy. Shoulders down. Win. I was not expecting that from him at this point.
And that was some brutal impact on that DDT. Taking off up the cage in this War Games match. He begins to climb from the top.
Samoa Splash by Solo Sikoa.
And Jimmy takes on even more damage.
Yeah, it's becoming a...
Kamataga
Executing a vicious Tongan twist. This could put a stop to Zayn.
What just... I can't...
Reed Saxton, look at that. No limit to how much damage this superstar can absorb.
Shoulders down. Going for the win.
Tama could end it there.
and Team Roman wins War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name.
The Islanders versus the Street Profits in a best-of-3 falls match. This matchup represents two teams who want to rule the tag team division and have sharpened their offensive arsenals so one move can put away any opponent.
The Street Profits swag levels are at an all-time high, and they told the Islanders they want the smoke.
Look, this is the best Street Profits we've ever seen, but the Islanders are exceptionally dangerous. And don't forget their secret weapon in the form of Bobby the Brain Heenan.
We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Every one of these men has that sort of potential, Michael. I mean, Montez Ford has had moments of single success, competing in many high-profile matches on his own.
Though you'd be doing a great disservice to Angelo Dawkins, who has an equally impressive skill set should he go solo. And of course, both Islanders competed separately for a time in WWE before joining up, so you know that Tama and Haku can once again dominate as single stars.
Corey, you've competed in these type of matches before. What's the key to victory for Haku and Tama?
It's crucial for the Islanders to win the first fall as early as possible. To do that, they've got to either isolate Ford or Dawkins and block their path to make an attack. Getting the fresh partner in here.
And here we go. Something that Tez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bobby the Weasel Heenan. He'll do anything for his clients.
Don't you dare disparage the brain, Saxton. Heenan is indeed a wise man who has quickly brought the Islanders up the ranks. They'll be tag champions in no time.
Haku is picking the opposition apart.
The Islanders straight up crushing the Profits here. Loving blows.
Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught.
He may have just slowed Angelo down a bit there.
Yeah, and Haku had him well measured.
Haku taking a step back and measuring his opponent.
Straight impact on the throat.
Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something royal about him.
Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to brawl. Nothing about him says royalty.
Though Bobby Heenan does seem intent on taking the Islanders to the top of WWE, perhaps becoming king of the ring, is on that path. And Dawkins is really being knocked around here.
The Islanders putting a beating on the Street Profits.
Oh, what a kick. Down to opponent.
And a double axe handle smash.
And he's looking out of sorts now. A 2 out of 3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with the stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first Royal Rumble event in this kind of match and won it in 2 straight falls.
They also won a 2 out of 3 falls match on Saturday night's main event. Bottom line, the Islanders are more than ready for this. Hopefully, the Street Profits are quick learners.
Just grounded and pounded. Knee lift. Tama with a devastating assault.
Yeah, Tama's on a roll now. Drop toe hold.
So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford. Triple Crown Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their caps.
It could be, but for the Islanders, all those accolades are motivation. Haku and Tama know they're the best tag team around, so they want to knock off the Profits and prove it. Then maybe they'll get the respect they rightfully deserve.
Down, head over heels. Haku, he's thinking big.
From the top. Bam.
Heading to the top turnbuckle now. From the top. Got the tag.
Just in time, too.
Elbow drop. Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy. From the heavens. Big time splash.
Just amazing athleticism being shown here.
Oh!
The Street Profits having a bit of trouble here against the Islanders.
There's just something about the Anawahi family that Tez and Dawkins can't quite overcome.
Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, and of course the Usos. Every person with bloodline affiliation has been a real problem for the Profits. Let's see if their fortunes change against the Islanders.
Making his way to the top here.
From the heavens. Big body splash from the... Look out! Oh my! The Profits are down and the Islanders are about to reap the rewards.
2. Second fall for the Islanders, and they beat the Profits.
Here are your winners, Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
What a matchup. The Islanders met the Street Profits at every turn in the air and the ground. This loss is going to hurt Dawkins and Ford for a long time.
Look, we saw tremendous tag teams do what they do best, but only one could win.